All right, for this demonstration, I want to show you a combination cooking method. And by combination, I mean we're going to start this on the stovetop, and then we're going to put it into the oven. So I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. I've got my pan here heating up, and of course you want to make sure it's an oven-safe pan. This is on about medium-high heat. It's going to be scorching hot. You really want a really hot pan for this. And then we have our steak. And what I've done, it has been tempered, so it's set out. It is at room temperature. It has been seasoned well with lots of salt and pepper on all sides. I've got a little bit of thyme and some rosemary here, and I have a little bit of butter. The butter is going to be for basting. So what we're going to do is we're going to sear the steak on both sides, where you're going to melt some of the butter around it, throw the herbs in. The herbs, their flavor will infuse into the butter as it melts. We'll spoon that over the top to kind of keep it nice and moist, and then we will pop that into the oven and allow it to finish in the oven. So what we're going to do first is begin searing our steak. What we want to do, place it in the pan, just like that. You want to hear the sizzle. I'm going to go ahead and turn on our vent fan. At this point, your instinct is to, first you're seeing smoke, you want to say, oh no, it's burning. Well, no. Yes, some of the pepper is burning onto there, but that's what we're looking for. You want caramelization on that side. Main thing is not to poke at this, not to prod at it. Don't lift it up and check it. You really want to let it go for the first 3 or 4 minutes to get a nice sear on that initial side before flipping it. So don't mess with it. Just let it go for a little bit longer so we get that nice sear. Okay. I'm going to do the flip it over real quick. You can see a beautiful sear on that initial side. It's a crust. That's what we're looking for. You can see if I turn the pan around here how it is cooking. You can even see now inside it's still going to be pink, but you can see as the color changes on the outside, the meat starts to cook from top to bottom, and of course, from bottom to top up. Turn my heat down just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. I'm going to use a nice Okay, so once you've got that kind of melted, just want to spoon it over the top a little bit. Throw those herbs in. They're going to sizzle a little bit, that's okay. You just want to kind of tilt your pan towards you a little bit. Allow that liquid to kind of baste your meat a little bit. Okay, and at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. Let this go for a couple more minutes on the stove. Okay, at this point, herbs have kind of served their purpose. Just kind of want to drape them over the steak a little bit, impart a little bit of that flavor. And set those aside. We're going to pop this into the oven and allow that to finish. Okay, at this point, this steak is probably going to take another 5 minutes or so in the oven. So you've seared it on both sides. You've added just the smallest amount of butter just to kind of baste the outside. You've used your fresh herbs, and you're just going to watch it close. And we're going to check the internal temperature here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll show you how to finish it up. Okay, we're ready to pull our steak. All right. And then stick your thermometer into the thickest part of the steak. Once this hits about 140, you pull it out, and it is ready to go. Now again, like we did with the poached chicken, we want to allow this to rest. So pull it out of the pan, set it on the cutting board, and allow it to rest and allow those juices to redistribute evenly back throughout the beef. And once it rests, you can slice it and serve.